Every day, every month, every year, it's important to remember every time you fall asleep, you are running out of days to log in on this world. And when you come to the point of your last day, you fall asleep and never wake up. But don't be discouraged by this. Instead, make this a reminder that life is short, value your time, and focus on your dreams. The concept of life as a game is intriguing as it provides a different lens through which to view our lives. For instance, James Carse's book, Finite and Infinite Games, presents a philosophical perspective that challenges the traditional concept of life as a finite game. According to Charles, a finite game has a clear rules, defined boundaries, and clear endpoint, which is winning the game. This type of game is played for the purpose of achieving a specific outcome, and once that outcome is reached, the game is over. In contrast, an infinite game is played without a clear endpoint and is focused on the continuation of play rather than on achieving a specific outcome. Once upon a time, there was a group of friends who loved to play basketball. They also play with the goal of winning, striving to beat their opponents and become the champion of their neighborhood. For them, basketball was a finite game with a clear goal and an endpoint. One day, a new member joined their group and he had a different approach to the game. He loved to play basketball, not to win, but simply to keep playing. He enjoyed the thrill of the game, the satisfaction of making the perfect shot or a great pass, and the camaraderie of playing with his friends. At first, the other members of the group thought he was strange, not understanding his perspective. But over time, they began to appreciate the joy and freedom of playing basketball as an infinite game. Without the pressure of winning or losing, they found that they could still play to the best of their abilities, but also enjoy the experience of playing together, regardless of the outcome. In the end, they realized that their new friend had taught them an important lesson about the difference between finite and infinite games. Carse argued that life should be viewed as an infinite game, where the goal is not to win, but to keep playing. This perspective requires a shift in thinking away from the notion of life as a series of achievements and milestones. Instead, it invites us to view life as a continuous process of growth, learning, and discovery. With this mindset, we are free to explore our full potential and to focus on the present moment rather than constantly striving for future goals. This approach to life is also explored in Jesse Schell's book, The Art of Game Design, which takes a more practical approach by discussing the principles of game design and how they can be applied to life. Schell argued that life is a game that we can design and play ourselves. By using these lenses, we can gain a better understanding of our lives and make a better decision that leads to a more fulfilling experience. In essence, we became the game designers of our own lives, creating the rules and the goals that aligns with our values and aspirations. There was a young boy named Jack who loved to play video games. He was particularly fond of one game where he had to lead a group of adventurers through a perilous journey to reach a treasure trove at the end. He spent countless hours immersed in this game, mastering the levels and strategizing his moves. One day, as he was playing, he suddenly realized that life itself was like a game, with its own set of rules, challenges, and rewards. He thought about the adventures he had experienced so far, the people he had met, and the lessons he had learned along the way. He realized that just like in the game he loved, he was the hero of his own story. Inspired by this revelation, Jack began to see the world with new eyes. He approached every situation as a challenge to be conquered, every setback as a chance to learn and grow. He designed his own game of life, with rules that aligns with his values and goals. And just like in his video game, he set out a journey to reach his own personal treasure trove. Through perseverance, determination, and a willingness to take risks, Jack made progress towards his goals. There were moments of doubt and uncertainty, but he knew that was all part of the game. As he continued to play, he discovered new opportunities and possibilities that he had never imagined before. In the end, Jack realized that the joy of the game was not in reaching the end goal, but in the journey itself. He had created a life that was challenging, fulfilling, and meaningful. And just like in his favorite video game, he knew that there were always new adventures to be had, new challenges to be faced, and new rewards to earn. What makes Schell's approach particularly intriguing is that it acknowledged the importance of play in our lives. As children, play is a natural and essential part of our development. But as we grow older, we often lost touch with this aspect of ourselves. Schell encourage us to rediscover the joy of play and to incorporate into our daily routines. By doing so, we can infuse our lives with a sense of spontaneity, creativity, and fun, which can lead to greater satisfaction and well-being. Life can be viewed as a game with different attributes such as health, emotions, wealth, skills, and age. To level up in life, we need to defeat our problems, improve our skills, invest in our wealth, and value our time. While the concepts of life as a game can be intriguing, it also serves as a reminder to focus on our dreams and live our lives to the fullest. Every day is an opportunity to level up and become a better version of ourselves. So let's embrace the game of life and make the most of it. Challenge accepted.